What's up? It's your girl Leslie from the Beat from the Let's Be Real podcast. Thank you to everybody that's been tuning in, tapping in with your girl. Make sure to follow the podcast on Instagram at Let's Be Real Pod. And today on this episode, we have the one and only West Coast finest, the best producer in the West, Laudiano. What's
Thanks
up?
for having me, man.
Hey, thank you for coming.
Thanks for saying I'm the best.
I mean, you are, bro. Let's be real. All my favorite artists have worked with you, or you've worked with all my favorite artists. I don't know how to say it, but like, come on, Shoreline Mafia, Draco, fucking Memo the Mafioso. I mean, everyone on the West Coast, we fuck with you. Your beats are out there. Thank you so much for coming. And let's just get right into it. But like, we're gonna bring it back a little bit. So, talk to me about your upbringing. I know you're from West LA, like mid city area. Like, how was it growing up out there and all that?
All right, well, you know, like I was saying earlier, I was born in Australia.
Period.
Sydney, Australia, and
Sydney.
moved out here with my family when I was 1.
Okay.
I'm half Filipino, half Australian.
Nice.
And my mom's side, the Filipino side, her family moved to Carson. So we were out there in Carson for some time before we were looking for a place. But ultimately, you know, grew up at Mid-City.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, typical. I mean, the person I am today, I've been since I was a kid. I've been just doing the same shit, just creating shit. Like when I was a kid, like I'll just make shit because my mom would take me to her work.
Okay.
Just because no one could watch me.
So single mom, single parent home,
No.
or okay.
I got my parents.
Okay,
but
man.
they're both working.
Oh, I see.
So she brings me to work, and I'll just make shit. Like she give me paper, scissors, tape, stapler, and I'll just make shit.
What'd you make? Like, what do you remember making?
I made a gun once.
What?
A paper gun.
Badass kid making a gun.
But I also made a paper phone and I sold it to somebody at my school.
What? How old were you?
Probably like 7 to 10.
Fuck.
But I don't know. I just
Selling
like making
a paper
shit.
phone. It had buttons and everything, or what?
It didn't do nothing. It was just a paper fucking phone. You know how like back in the day they had flip phones.
Yes.
So I made like a flip phone. And I
That's
also
crazy.
remember my mom making like a cool ass paper flip phone too.
That's so
Like,
cute.
Cause my mom's a big DIYer. Like she loves making shit. And you know what's actually crazy?
What?
Bro, she made her wedding cake and
Wow.
But anyways.
But creativity is in your blood, I feel like.
Yeah.
Creativity is in your blood. And I think it's dope that you're Australian and Filipino. Like, that's not common in LA. You know, in LA, we have people from all over, but Australian and Filipino, that's dope. That's really dope. And you're very creative. You said it yourself, you know, but what type of music was playing around your house when you were growing up? Especially since your parents are, you know, since you're mixed. So what music was playing in your crib?
A lot of different types of music. Like, you know, I had influences from my older cousins. And I listened to hip hop. That's where I was really listening to like old school New York 90s type hip hop.
Got it.
And then, you know, listen to some rock shit or some 80s shit. Yeah, a lot of mix of everything essentially.
For sure.
But yeah, man. I love music. I just fucking love music.
Yeah, same. We were talking about it earlier, like the type of music that we like. So we'll get into that in a bit. But one thing that caught me by surprise is that you went to school. Like you went to college, but you dropped out. Like, why was that? Like, what schools did you go to? What was your major? All that shit.
I went to San Francisco State.
Okay.
I was doing my general ed, and that's when I actually started first having people come through to do sessions in my dorm. And I just wouldn't go to class. I'll just do sessions, make beats. I'll try to make a beat a day.
Yeah.
And and then eventually, you know, dropped out. Got my report card for the semester. You know, like I said, 0.67 GPA.
0.67.
But, yeah, I'm not gonna say any more about that.
But when you were in high school, did you have a high GPA?
No, I had like a 2.7.
Oh shit.
Just
Hey,
my
but
whole-
San
my
Francisco
whole
is
life.
hard to get into.
That was easy. That was basically the only school I got into.
Really?
I swear.
That shit's hard as
that
fuck.
in
I
LA.
applied. I didn't get in.
Yeah.
I swear.
That and applied to Cal State LA.
See, I graduated from Cal State LA.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Golden Eagles.
But yeah, I was not really.
I mean, if it
big
ain't for
scholar.
you, you know, it ain't for you. So then
Yeah.
you were still making beats. You said, fuck school, I'm making these beats. Who was the first artist that tapped in with your music or noticed your beats?
Um, Essentially, Frosty, Frosty Snowman,
Frosty.
Catchy the Great, Phoenix Flexing, and let's see. That was essentially it, like from the start,
From
from
the
the
start.
get-go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that was like when I was a senior in high school.
When they started tapping in with their beats.
Yeah.
Damn, how old were you? Oh, you're
I
like,
was like
what, 18, 17?
17.
Fuck, you were super young.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're kind of responsible too for the wave of Shoreline and the Frosties to blow up. I feel like
I wouldn't say all that.
I would.
I would say personally that Ron kind of
For sure.
did it, and
Ace to Face.
inspiration. Yeah, all of them inspiration. And I was just building off of it and trying to make my own sound,
Right.
which I was able to do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And what do you think about like producers that are always using like samples for beats? Did you start off like that, sampling beats, or like
Yeah.
you know?
Bro, I
Okay.
love sampling beats.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It's just the way you sample it matters. Like
Mm-hmm.
you could be real lazy and just chop up like a 4-bar, and just loop it. Or there's so much you could do. Like you could have different parts of the sample from a song, just to switch up for like a bridge or the hook or whatever. But I don't know. Yeah, I fuck with sampling it.
That's dope.
Sampling, yeah, making shit from scratch. I love doing that too because it's even all that just sampling or doing shit from scratch it's like a puzzle, trying to see what works and what doesn't,
Right.
and keep what works and get rid of the things that don't.
Yeah, what's not serving the track, the record, and all that.
Yeah.
And especially like with the verse on top, like it just changes everything too, I'm assuming. So
Yeah.
with that being said, like I said, you worked with Draco, all these artists, and I say Draco because R.I.P. Draco, first of all, R.I.P.
Yeah,
Draco. Like,
Rest in peace.
how was working with him? Because I feel like a lot of the songs on his first album, like your beats were on there. Like, how was it working with him in general?
Well, the thing with Draco is, with a lot of artists, they don't like experimenting with new different types of sounds. And with Draco, he would like to hop on, different types of sounds I'd present to him. And that's why I like trying new things and experimenting instead of just, having a formulaic what sounds good and sounds like everybody else.
Right.
I like just trying new things, and each song is its own song. You shouldn't have, variations of the same shit, I feel.
Right. Repeats and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like right now, low key, a lot of the West Coast sounds the same. Do you feel the same way?
Definitely. That's what I don't even listen to West Coast, the New
For
West.
real?
I don't. I really don't.
What do you listen to?
There's no inspiration. Recently I've been listening to the Beatles,
Nice.
Radiohead, Michael Jackson,
Period.
Hall and Oates. Man, just a lot of people, a lot of dope people.
I think it's interesting though because I would think since you're a West Coast producer, like you would be listening to get inspo for other beats and shit, right? But you don't.
No.
At least as of now. Lately.
Well, because all songs have like the way songs are arranged, the more creative it is. So essentially, what makes a song interesting is if there's like a switch in something every 8 bars. Like if you have like a build up in something or a switch up or the flow, like even the artist that's rapping or singing, the flow changes every 8 or so bars, right?
True.
That's what makes it interesting. And a lot of songs, well, there's this one song from the Beatles, Strawberry Fields Forever. That song changes up like essentially every 8 bars.
Okay.
But what I've noticed is, like, man, bro, Beatles good. Like, so,
Prime example.
yeah, like Strawberry Fields Forever, like they'd have the verse, and then when the bridge comes, all the drums fall out, and it's just the instrumentation, and then it builds back in at the chorus, and just things like that.
That you think the West Coast isn't offering right now?
Well, from when I used to listen to it, yeah, I don't think so. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't tell from what's coming out nowadays,
Yeah,
like super recently, but I don't know. It doesn't really pique my interest.
I feel you. One thing I think that's interesting about the West Coast is like a lot of the rappers rap off beat, you know, like off the beat, like off the eight. Like, have you noticed that? Why do they do that?
I just whatever flow fits the pocket.
I guess
I mean, not everything has to be on beat, or
on beat. Yeah,
if it fits the pocket well, that's all that matters.
that's true.
Yeah.
You're right. You worked with a lot of rappers, like I said. Who is someone from the West Coast that you haven't worked with? That you would want to work with?
That I want to work with.
From the Bay, from San Diego, from LA, Central Valley. Shit, even Arizona or Nevada. That's still the West Coast, right?
Fuck, I'm trying to think. I feel like, I gotta think about this because I feel like
Think about it.
someone I haven't worked with that I like. I'll say probably like Vince Staples or
Ooh.
Tyler the Creator. I mean,
Okay.
he's not really, but he's on the West Coast.
He's on the West. Yeah. I could see that Vince Staples happening. That would be a dope track.
Too Short. I want to work with
Too Short. Yes. That would be lit. That's a solid list. Tyler, Vince, and Too Short. I think that would be dope. And are you good? You're good with those?
Fuck it, yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
So something else that I want to know is like I said, you've worked with all these fools, and who's someone like your favorite session out of everyone that you've worked with, like out of the past years that you've been working, being a producer, like who has been your most memorable session?
Well, anytime with Suede or Suede,
R.I.P.
bro, he's dope. He was just a cool person to like be around. Even he would like to try new things. I like working with people that want to try new things, and yeah, it was just fun. Fun with Suede. Aloe Bands from San Diego. He was always cool to be with.
That's dope.
Yeah, Catchy the Great. Dope. Yeah, I mean, just I like people that like trying new shit and are fun.
When you say new shit, do you mean like R&B type of beats or like just
New sounds.
New sounds?
New
Okay.
sounds, like new rhythms, new just something else, something different. You know.
I like that. That's dope. Have any of your songs, because you have a gang of songs, probably like 400 on your catalog or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Which songs blew up that you didn't think would blow up?
Respect My Crippin'.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think that was.
Respect My Crippin'. Swoop. That song is funny. Shout out Blueface.
Honestly, a lot of my favorite songs that I made really aren't my most popular ones. I'd feel like.
Like which one? Like you personally made or that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, man, because a lot of songs that really don't blow up, I really do like the fucking ones. Because I don't know, I'd be doing like crazy shit.
Yeah.
But the ones that blow up, that's cool too, I guess. I want to be where I'm at today. With
I mean, let's be real.
But, yeah.
That's dope. And I know I found this out last year that producers could be part of a label. Are you independent or are you part of a label?
I'm independent. Everything I've
Dope.
done, I've done some contract work with labels. Like if an artist is, part of a label, I'd have my entertainment lawyer set like some contracts up or whatever.
Yeah.
But solely independent.
Publishing is on you.
Yeah,
like
I do my own publishing. I
masters.
do everything myself. I don't have no third party. I literally log all the fucking songs myself. I do, because you cut the third person out. Because even if you do it yourself, you're still getting a cut taken from the societies that you're inputting it in. So the
Right.
more people that are involved,
The
less
more
money you're getting.
Yeah, less money you're getting.
And the more time it takes for you to get your money. And it's a lot. So I'd rather just do it myself.
And what's like the biggest challenge you've had to face, being a producer from the West?
I really wouldn't say nothing's really a challenge. It's just trying to be consistent and always trying to get better and consistently working and whatever. What I do nowadays, I haven't done like I feel like every couple of years or so, I switch up the way I work and my motives and how it used to be. And like when I first started, I'd essentially make type beats, put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'd do instrumental remakes, and I switched up and essentially started, just selling my type beats, and then I transitioned into building my catalog. And, yeah, every so often I'm changing to see what fits my current lifestyle.
Yeah. And how do you stay inspired and stay creative? Because I feel like sometimes we go through like that writer's block, or like life happens, our personal life gets in the way and shit, and we just get distracted or we stray away. So how do you stay consistent? How do you stay inspired? Especially nowadays with so much that's already out there,
I make shit for myself. I love everything I do for myself. There's no point why would I want to make music for anybody but myself?
Period.
And if other people like it, that's cool. But can you say that shit? I don't remember what the fuck you just said.
Nah, you're good. Well, I'm just basically asking, like, how do you stay consistent?
Oh.
Like, inspired?
Inspired? Well, I don't even make beats every day, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't made a beat in probably like a couple weeks or so. But I do
made
like
so many, like.
Yeah, I like making more unique beats nowadays, and compositions, and even with songwriting. Bro, songwriting is actually, because this past year I've been working on songwriting and recording.
Look at you.
And that it's fun. Songwriting, and because your voice is essentially an instrument.
Facts.
I'm trying to master that instrument right now.
That's dope.
But yeah, I try not to force things. Like take everything one day at a time. I don't like to rush. I hate rushing. I'm very patient. I like taking my time. But yeah, I guess that's how I stay inspired, because back in the day I would try to make at least 2 beats a day. But then that's when, you get stagnation of creativity. Everything starts sounding the same.
Yeah.
And you can't really build. But even the way I work now, it's kind of easy to be more creative, because I'd say before 2021, I would, put a metronome on and put a 4-bar loop and try to figure out what I would record and then record it. But now I press record, have it go through the whole timeline, and just play a lot of different shit and just choose the best parts of each thing.
That's smart.
And build off of that. And if I like it, I keep it. If I don't, I throw it out.
Yeah.
But, I try to keep it as fresh as I can. Even with songwriting, what I realize is if I put something on and I come up with like a flow or melody, or I start thinking of, I start saying some shit, I'll start building off that and try to keep it like that. That's how you get the most creative
work.
Yeah, because
material.
If you try to, I don't like limiting myself.
Yeah.
I like, even because I take photos. I do a lot of shit.
You do too much shit.
Yeah. But when I take photos, I like taking a fuck ton of photos.
Yeah.
So in post, I could choose the ones I like. Because, the more shots you shoot,
you have more options.
Yes.
Like you're not just limited.
Yeah.
And you can play with shit. So I see why you just let it record, because why not?
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
So that's dope. I love that creativity process. And now you're making your own music. I heard Rose Petals the other day. I liked it.
Thanks.
Fucked with it.
Made the beat and everything.
You did? And the cover art?
Yeah.
It was nice.
I shot that photo myself.
For real?
I even made that bouquet of flowers and staged it and shot it. And then in post, I did the colorization, whatever.
Wow. For your girl?
No, it was for myself.
Oh.
My mom told me to give her the bouquet, but dude, the flowers were dying. Like, so
what do you mean?
When you look at the photo, it looks okay.
It does.
But in real life, the flowers are dying because I was busy doing shit, so I didn't really have time to do it. I was in escrow. Bro, escrow was fucking hectic.
Shit.
As someone that's self-employed,
Yeah,
You
how
got to
is
be
that?
really ready, like paperwork, all your taxes and everything. You got to have that shit ready if you want to buy a house if you're self-employed. Because I was on crunch time. Like I only had like a week to give a lot
All
of
your shit?
information, and
Damn.
yet like I had to go to CPA to prove that I'm self-employed so they could give
What?
me the mortgage, right?
That's
It was a
extra.
lot, but everything
That's
worked
fucked
out.
up. That's dope. You're
Yeah.
so young too. And you got your own crib. You're fucking
Yeah.
working with all these artists and shit. How does it feel?
Well, I'm kind of used to it.
Oh, okay. It's
I don't know.
regular.
Everything is a blessing, man. I'm just, I don't know. Everything's a blessing. Anything that happens is a blessing. I don't really, man, I cry about it. Like,
That's real.
how blessed I am to do what I love to do and get
Mhm.
paid and to do this shit
Yeah.
is a blessing. I could have fucking grew up on the other side of the world where there's like hella war and shit. I could have
Literally.
fucking died as a child,
Yeah.
like from a bomb or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Could have been in Australia still. You could have been.
anything could have happened. And anything that does happen, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just blessed for everything. I just, the most important things is, I'm able to do what I love to do.
And get paid for it.
That, I get to spend time with my family and the people I love. Bro, that's the most important thing to me because I cry all the time,
Really?
just thinking about,
Oh.
my family passing or
Yeah.
just shit like that.
Yeah.
So I try to spend time and tell them I love them as much as I can.
Yeah. No, it's
But
okay.
you know
No,
what
it's
I
okay. I
mean.
know
You know
exactly
what
what
I
you
mean.
mean because it's like, time is so limited.
Yes,
We
it
literally
is.
only live once. It's so fucking
Yes.
cliche, but
Yes.
you really need to tell the people that you love them. You really got to cherish that shit.
Yeah.
And I relate to a lot of that, a lot of losses. So I'm sorry for the losses that you have had. We have a lot of
Everybody
wins,
dies, man.
Everybody,
It is
yeah.
it is what it is. Just enjoy the moments we have,
Yeah.
with the people we have while we have them,
Mm-hmm.
and just remember the people that we lost, and just keep it moving, man.
Facts. No, thank you
Yeah.
for opening up and being vulnerable and just being on the podcast. I really appreciate you. Let's be real.
Thank you
That's
for
how we
having me.
feel. Nah, for real. Let's move on. So one thing I did notice is like, oh, well, actually I already asked you this, like about West Coast rap. Like how, you're just not listening to it anymore. It's more 80s shit. Like I'm on the same shit. I listen to West Coast shit right now, but I'd rather listen to like some funk.
Ooh, I also like Chris Brown. I've been listening to Chris Brown.
Chris
Like a lot of early
Brown.
2000s.
Really?
Ashanti. Man, just a lot of
R&B
shit. Man, Chris Brown's dope. I love Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Dude, I love how he could dance. Like the way
Yes.
he dances.
He's a
That
fucking
is so
artist.
cool. Yeah.
He's so talented.
Yeah,
He did
yeah.
some dumb shit, but he's fucking talented as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, I love the way he dances.
Oh my God, yes.
Bro, it's just
Michael
the
Jackson.
complete artistry and everything. The look, the performance, music. Bro,
Everything. Do you
yeah.
know how to dance?
I'm trying to get better. I'm not no fucking dancer. I'm not like you, but
I am a
Fuck.
dancer, period.
I'm trying to get there. Yeah.
Period. What about you're a producer. Have you ever done DJing? Have you ever tried DJing?
I haven't. People always say, "Yo, why haven't you done that?" I just don't feel like it.
Really? I feel like it's a lot of work. My homies are all DJs. Shout out to all my DJ homies. But they make it look so easy.
Yeah.
But-
A couple of my cousins are DJs. A lot of Filipinos are DJs.
This
I
is
know
true.
A lot of fucking DJs. Believe it. I just don't feel like doing that.
Yeah. You'd rather just make beats.
Or just like making shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And what made you want to switch lanes to make your own music?
Ooh. Well,
He said, well.
what I've learned is a lot of these artists don't really give a fuck about me, essentially.
Don't say that.
No, I'm going to say that because that's the truth. But,
Let's be real.
so since I am myself and I care about myself,
Right?
I'm not going to not fuck with me. And so if I make my own music and drop it, even as someone independent, because, I'm making my own beats, I always have a touch on whatever I'm doing.
For sure.
Like, even if I work with somebody else on a beat or whatever, I still have a touch on, the publishing.
Mm-hmm. The
And-
business side of shit.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So when I record my own music and drop my own music, I have full percentage of the masters and the publishing. And since I am independent and I am doing everything essentially myself,
Right.
it's gonna take time. But even while things are bubbling up or starting to, or even not doing, and it's gonna take time,
Mm-hmm.
it's worth it in the long run because I'm essentially getting paid 4 times the amount I would be getting.
I see what you're saying because you're writing it, you're writing the
Yes.
lyrics, you're making the beat.
So the full publishing, the full masters, because before I'd only get half the publishing because the other
the
artist,
splits, yeah,
the artist gets half and I get half.
yeah,
But I could get 4 times I'm getting paid.
making
I don't gotta rely on nobody, and I get to make the music I really want to make.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And are you how has that been for you?
That's fine. I'm getting better. I'm just trying to get better, dude.
Yeah.
Because, fuck, I want to get really good at this.
Yeah, I think it's dope that like you're still hungry for it.
Yeah.
Like you're not just settling for, oh yeah, I already worked with this person, that person. Like I think it's dope that you're still hungry and trying to strive for more.
Just because it's just something I love doing. Like with no money or nothing, if I would still be doing this shit.
Yeah.
Because I really do love this shit. I just love doing shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
No, and I love what I do too. Like I just love to talk to people, like loving to get to know people and just putting our stories out there, and that's why I started this podcast. Like I wanted to bring people that have a story to tell, that, have succeeded and have made it, and being real about, your journey and your experiences through it all. So yeah, thank you for coming. And one thing that I did want to know is like, what's coming this year? Like what projects you got going on? Like, are you still dabbling in fashion? Like, what's up?
Well, working on this EP. It's essentially almost all done. I'm releasing a couple singles before the EP.
Nice.
And it's called West Side Love Story. I really did
Oh,
want
I
to...
like the title.
Thank you. I really wanted to do something really big and special, but I don't fucking have the time, and I need help. One thing I learned about doing things by myself is even if I'm good at everything, if I can't do a lot of the things I envisioned just by myself. Like, I wanted to shoot a short film for my project, and
you should.
I don't want to. Dude, it's gonna take forever. Like I already wrote the whole fucking short.
You got
film.
the storyboard and
Yes,
everything.
But it's like, man, I don't have time.
But I think it's important, like, because I'm the same way. I'm very independent, but it's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
I have
when I shoot my own music videos, I ask for help.
That's
like
good.
I went to Chicago with my girl,
Uh-huh.
and she helped me shoot my video.
That's so
Essentially,
cute.
like I'd frame it up how I want it,
Yeah.
and then we'd switch sides or whatever. Even with my dad or my brother,
Mm-hmm.
I'd always ask for help for that shit.
That's good.
But it's like the things I want to do, because I really love cinematography too. I really love like how they shoot shit. I love movies that are shot very well.
Yeah, well executed. Transitions are clean. Like, oh, that's my favorite shit.
There's so much that goes into all of that.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting. I really like all that shit.
That's dope.
But other than
was not expecting that.
Yeah, I love that shit. I just love art. I'm a real artist.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
I've been working on a couple shirts. I have a lot of things mocked up, but like I said, I do a lot of these things myself, so I don't have time to fucking split up.
Yeah.
And work on other passions. But I do love making clothes. The whole process of that shit is fucking dope.
What's the name of your brand? Or you're still, you don't want to put it out there yet? Or
well, I was gonna call it Showgirls.
Ooh, that's cute.
Because I showed you the pictures.
Yes, that shit is cute. Fuck yeah, I'll wear that shit. That shit is cute.
But yeah, if I ever do get to running prints, because I got boxes full of blanks that I just have to print on.
Just waiting to get printed on. Come on.
Bro, so much is happening. Moving into my new house.
That's true.
Working and dropping this EP. I got to fucking dance on TikTok. I haven't done that yet. I got to be on TikTok. That's one of my goals.
That shit is hard, though. I'm still trying, bro. Like, I'll post a video, it'll get like 200 views. But if I post it on the gram, it'll get like fucking 10K. Yeah. So, yeah, the algorithm is different. But you just got to post every day. You just got to be consistent.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to, if not every day, just more often.
Yeah.
Because, I'd say my life is somewhat interesting behind the scenes, I guess you say.
Well, yeah, when you're doing shit creatively on your own, fuck yeah.
Yeah, just funny shit. I just
Like what?
I don't know. Everything is funny to me. Like I don't know how to explain it, but man, but this one time I was on the phone with my grandma from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
She's like 90 something. She has dementia.
Oh my god.
And before we hung up the call, like we were on FaceTime with my aunt that's in Australia.
Okay.
And she like shows us the phone and my grandma's looking at us and is like, "Who are you?" Before she hung up. And that shit was so hilarious. Man, that shit was so funny.
Who are you? Did you take it personal?
Nah.
No.
I laughed instantly. That shit was hilarious. I don't know.
That is so
I'm
cute.
fucking dumb.
But, what does your family say about you, being a producer and shit? What do they think about it? Or what did they think about it before and now?
Before, my mom, she's Filipino, so it was the college route. You had to go to school.
Yeah.
But now she doesn't really give a fuck. She knows who I am and who I've become and how all this shaped me as a person.
That's good.
But even my Lola, she called my girl to try to convince me to go back to school.
No way.
Yeah, and I was right there. I was next to her when she called.
Pretending like you weren't even in the room and
yeah.
shit.
But I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's
But I
fucked
mean,
up.
it's coming out of love. It's
because they want to see you do good,
Yeah.
and
I don't take it too personal.
That's good. Yeah.
That's one thing I learned.
That's
like,
funny.
you can't take nothing too personal. Perspective is everything.
Facts.
Yeah, like my parents or people that care about me, they just say what they're saying just because they care about me.
Yeah, facts. They want what's best for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've been here longer than us, so
yes.
They know what they're doing. But we're coming to an end, and one thing I do before I end my interviews is let's be real. So I'm gonna ask you something. You're just gonna be real. Okay? Let's be real. Top 3 producers of all time.
Kanye, Pharrell.
More. Kanye, Pharrell. That's hard.
Maybe I might have to say Mike Dean or Scott Storch.
Ooh. Okay.
But yeah.
Say less. I respect that. Okay, so you have damn near 400 songs in your catalog. What are your top 3 songs with Laudiano beats? Out of all the songs you made, all the artists you work with.
There's a song I have with Bravo. I forgot what it's called. But I forgot what it's called. But it's I really like the instrumentation and the way I set it up for that one.
Okay.
Rock climbing, the way I set up that beat was fire.
That's the Rembo beat, no?
Yeah.
The Rembo song? Okay. That one was hard. One more song.
I don't fucking know.
For real? No. I'm gonna tell you mine. So mine are Fakin' with Memo the Mafioso. Fakin' is hard. Fool's Gold with Draco and Too Many Problems with Bravo. My top 3.
I don't like those beats.
What?
I don't.
Why?
I just don't.
What? And they're fucking elite. They're fucking million streams and shit.
To me, it's trash. Streams don't matter.
What does matter?
How it sounds.
I like that. That's dope. Let's be real. Last question. What advice would you give any upcoming producers from LA?
Just be consistent. Consistency is the biggest thing. If you really want something, you just gotta work for it. Facts. And just not give up. If you give up, you obviously didn't want it that bad.
Damn.
And so work hard. Be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're sending your beats out. But if you are sending your beats out, don't be annoying with it. Because some people send me beats and on the email, the way they write it up, like they do too much. Don't even write anything. Just send the beats.
Right.
Like what?
Like what?
Just send the beats.
Just send the fucking beat.
But
there it is.
And if it's good, it's good. You don't need to do all that writing and all that shit that doesn't matter.
So just send that shit.
Yeah.
So how can people send you beats? Or do you listen to other people's beats, or you just?
If I fuck with you already, I'll probably fuck with you. I like working with people that could do things that I can't. So when we make something, it sounds pretty good.
Different.
Because I don't want people that could do what I do. Because why the fuck would I want to work with?
Right.
You're
trying to get better.
Yeah.
So you gotta two heads make better than one. So
yes.
you know. All right. Well, Laudiano, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks
I appreciate
for having me.
you. Had a great conversation. And we're going to have more conversations in the next episode of the Let's Be Real podcast. Make sure to actually, where can people find you, Laudiano?
You can find me on Instagram, Laudiano. I think on TikTok, Laudiano1. And somebody fucking took Laudiano.
Oh, bad.
YouTube, Laudiano. Twitter, Lil Laudiano, but I deleted that app. I was addicted to that shit.
Bro, that shit is addicting.
Yeah, guess you got find me on those things.
Say less. Well, Laudiano, like I said, thank you for coming. Make sure to follow the Let's Be Real podcast by subscribing below to The Wrecking Spot. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Let's Be Real Pod. Follow us on TikTok at Let's Be Real Pod. And that's a wrap. Bye. Period.